Another little bitty check-in here. I wanted to show you, I think I showed these guys. That was my first week at the encaustic class, and some of the things we were learning was how to carve into it and burn through. And this week we were working with a stylus, and this is there's a special kind of gesso that's used for encaustic, and so she had gessoed some boards for us so that they were white underneath, and then I was playing around with the colors. She wanted us to use some of the transparent colors and do some layering. It's funny because I start these and then I kind of go, I'm not sure what I'm doing here, so I kind of went with the I'm not sure what I'm doing. And I was trying to practice with the stylus. And this one actually turned out not too bad, kind of like the way I was planning it to. I wanted it to be more sunset-ish, and it's more like something's on fire in the background, but that's all right. And there's Avery. We went for a long walk down to the river, and you know what? Where's my... Hang on. Here. Oh, come here. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. So, what else is going on? So the encaustic class has been fantastic, and I actually had a chance to bring in a bunch of my work, because she wanted to see what kind of work we were all doing, what other kind of artwork we were doing, and some of the people have already done encaustic, so they were working on some other stuff there. But I brought in my my cyanotypes, particularly the ones with the hand and the Baba figure and all the photogrammed botanical matter. And everyone really liked them. I got some really nice feedback, which was neat because I don't typically share my work, especially aside from online, with other artists. A lot more. I have a lot of friends who are photographers, and they look at it from a photographic sort of standpoint. But artists that work in other mediums, not so much. So, and they got to see it in person, which I think the pieces look much better in person than when I take photographs of them and put them online. So that was real inspirational, and I found out that you can encaustic prints on paper. You don't have to mount them to a board. And so that is an option too. I was looking at any of the pictures that had either the flower photograms or the herb photograms, and I was thinking about how it would be neat to do like a clear medium over them, and then get a stylus to stencil in maybe color for any of the flowers or the any of the plant material. Anyway, so it kind of makes me want to create more art, which is a good thing. And it's a really neat space, and the teacher is very chill. She's very cool, very knowledgeable, and there's only like 6 of us in there. And one of the women is actually moving into a house just a few blocks away, but they're working on it still, and she's going to have a studio, and so that'll be fun to see when they're done. And I added her on Facebook. And looking at my blank cork board, I'm thinking of taking out all my cyanotypes that I'm working on and pinning them all up there. I'm not pinning through the paper, but getting them up on the board so I can step back and look at them and get some ideas. So that's been good. I've been to 3 Aikido practices now, and there's one tonight. The one on Tuesday, oh man, I don't know what I did. I was trying to stretch beforehand. I think I stretched too much. And I got on the mat and I had like really weird pains in different places. And I thought, this is not good. But I'm going to stick it out. It's a different style. It's very different than what I'm used to. But I think if I can get past, it's kind of like, it's weird. It's kind of like, I'm like really into it, and then I start seeing the ways in which it's harder, and it's like, oh God, do I really want to do this? Am I going to hurt myself? And then I come around and I think, well, just don't try to think forward too much. Just take it a day at a time, because they're really nice people too, which is cool. So that's tonight. I didn't do any classes at the Aquarian bookshop this week. I think I probably won't do any until the 30th. They have, there's a class on aspects, astrological aspects, and I want to understand that a little bit more. And she has them like every Wednesday, it seems like, but Wednesday with the encaustic class, and then on the weeks that I have counseling, which is another thing that I'm sort of grappling with right now. But anyway, it makes for like a really long day. So I may wait for that. I may wait for the aspects class at the end of the month. And then they're saying we're going to have some wet snow tonight, because we had it like up to, what was it, like 70 or 72 2 days ago. And then yesterday it was like in the 40s, and today it's in the low 40s. and they're saying some snow is coming. They're saying 3 to 6 inches of wet snow. So, but it probably won't stick really for very long, because everything warmed up so much. But then next week after that, it's supposed to be in the 70s, middle to end of next week, and everything's going to be in the nurseries again. Yay! And so I'm looking forward to that. All the bulbs are coming up, poking up now. I'm seeing tulip bulbs and other bigger daffodil bulbs, and not a whole lot. I haven't really looked real hard to uncover anything else yet, but I did spread around my clover seed after I filled the bird feeder, right? Because those silly squirrels ate all the bird seed in that front bird feeder. Yeah, it's silly. Yeah, so that's it for now. Doing pretty well. I've actually been corresponding with a couple people on Match. But the funny thing is that now that I'm being around other people, getting myself out, doing creative, productive, physical things, the whole like looking for a partner thing is kind of like really shifted down my, well, it wasn't, I can't say that I was like actively doing it. It's more like there was like this, strong desire for it, and now it's not so much. It's kind of like, yeah, and it's going to be like, unless it's somebody that I really feel, a strong attraction, even just in the writing, because I can tell in writing too. I mean, a lot of people say you can't tell in writing, but it's worked for me, as far as getting to know people that way. So, so I'm kind of like, one of the fellows I was asking, because his status was something like currently separated. So I said, so what does that mean? Is that indefinite, or, because people have all sorts of, some people are legally separated and they never do get a divorce for whatever reason. And so I asked, I said, I know people do it different ways. I was just curious, and he said, oh, well, it's not indefinite, but here's my phone number. It's like, oh God, I don't want to it's not that I don't trust this person, it's just like it's like I'm really not that interested, which sounds terrible, doesn't it? It's like, I don't really want to get on the phone with a stranger, you know, it's like, it's almost like inviting them into your home, and no. I think I don't like sitting on the phone that much. Maybe that's it too, I don't know. But, so that's been curious. I'm trying to look at it with curiosity, right, Avery? She's sitting on the other chair looking at me. So anyway, that's it for now. Talk again another time. Bye.